It's time now for a look latest on local sports and sports. Lynn Haas's funeral Monday at Jesup First Baptist Church, and Lynn helped lead Wayne County back then Jesup High School to a 1959 AA state title. Went to UGA, was a ninth-round pick out of the university by the Washington Redskins. From 1964 to his retirement, he played in 192 consecutive games at center. Still a Redskin record to this day. Played in Super Bowl VII against the undefeated Miami Dolphins. Quarterback of that team was Sonny Jurgensen until he got hurt midway through the season. Then Billy Kilmer took over, and both Sonny and Billy became good friends with their center, Lynn Haas. Both on hand for the funeral Monday. WIFO FM had a chance to catch up with Billy Kilmer, who talked about his good friend.
Billy Kilmer got to speak at Lynn's funeral. I know y'all two are close. Like you said, there's nothing like a bond between a quarterback and a center.
Lenny was special. I played in the league 10 years, and I always had good rapport with most centers that I played with, but he was special. He was just the rock that we had. He was our captain, and he was the most honest guy I've ever known. And we hit it off, and I just loved to be around Lynn, and I've been friends with him ever since.
Y'all played in the Super Bowl 72. We used to do a show with Lynn, and he described the Super Bowl as the same circus, different set of clowns. I mean, he had a great sense of humor.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. It was too bad we played a flat game offensively, actually, because our defense played good enough to win. They shut them out in the second half. When we got down there and couldn't score, and we just did a real flat game that time. I don't know how to say it. It was just a bad game, especially me.
One thing he was proud of, quarterbacks on the same team sometimes don't get along, but you and Sonny and him were like three amigos. Y'all got along together.
Yeah, we did.
He always thought that he was part of that.
Oh, yeah, he sure was. You saw a picture over here of us, three of us, and that's the way it was. We had dinners together. We drank together. It was quite a club that we had. We had Darren Talbert and Ron McDowell, and we socialized a lot together back then.
I appreciate you talking with us, and always good to see you.
Thank you.
And again, those comments of Billy Kilmer, again, quarterback that 72 Washington Redskin team. Again, he said he and Lynn had an annual fishing trip on Altamont River. Again, Billy Kilmer speaking at the funeral yesterday. In other sport news, 2 NFL games played Monday due to the teams having to shuffle the deck with many players out with COVID. The Raiders beat the Browns on a last-second field goal yesterday, 16-14. Vikings beat the Bears 17-9. 2 more games today. Washington plays Philadelphia, and the Seahawks play the Rams. Both kickoffs tonight at 7 p.m. College bowl games today all the way through the New Year's Day. Again, today is the Idaho Potato Bowl at 3:30 this afternoon, Kent State and Wyoming. Also tonight, the Miami Beach Bowl, San Diego State and University of Texas San Antonio. College bowl games just about every day from now until January 1. Georgia getting ready for the big New Year's Eve game in Miami, take on Michigan. Kirby Smart said yesterday at the press conference that South Beach will not be a distraction. The forecast when the Dogs arrive Sunday calls for sunny skies and 80 degrees. Back at UJ, the players were picking up their swag bags from the Orange Bowl, and players get extravagant gifts for their participation in the Orange Bowl. Gifts that include drones, Yeti coolers, designer sunglasses, game systems, watches, headphones. Yes, Christmas comes early for the Georgia players. Dogs 12-1 take on Michigan 12-1. New Year's Eve kickoff set for 7:30 p.m. Meanwhile, Alabama will play Cincinnati in the Cotton Bowl, and again, that'll take place earlier that day, New Year's Eve. Coach Nick Saban, worried about this COVID outbreak, says his team's taking every precaution to make sure everybody's available for the game. Has the team wearing masks in their team facilities, social distancing during meetings. Says 90% of his players are vaccinated, but he says he is concerned. He said he'd hate to see key players miss the playoff game. He says the team's taking every precaution, hoping that everyone suits up for the playoff game on New Year's Eve. That's going to do it for the latest in the local sports.